Hello, good evening. It's Tuesday the 15th of June and I thought today, given the beautiful weather we've been having, that we'd have a little play with some sweet ice cream corner. So how is everybody? Hope everybody's well, and just whilst I wait for people to join, I'm just going to find the live on my Facebook page. And we'll turn the volume down so you don't get feedback. So I hope everybody's enjoying the nice weather, although I know it gets a bit hot, particularly when you're working and can't be outside enjoying it or relaxing in the garden with a nice glass of something cold and, I'd say alcoholic, but it doesn't have to be. Something nice and refreshing maybe. Anyway, so I just thought, so I am a day late in doing my live, so apologies if you were expecting to see me yesterday, but I'm here now, so let's get started. Let's just get you lined up. There we go. So tonight I'm going to play with this sweet ice cream. So this is currently a bundle in our mini catalogue, which will be, although this will be continuing over into our annual catalogue, the bundle itself is retiring. So if you, and when I say bundle, it comes with a punch. So you can punch out your ice cream and your cone. So if you see what you like, or you like what you see even, and you decide that you want to get it, now is the time whilst it's still a bundle, and you get 10% off whilst it's a bundle. So it's ideal opportunity to get it now. So let's get going. So I've got 2, maybe 3 cards tonight. So I thought I would do a square card, and I've just done a 6x6. So I've taken a 12-inch square sheet of basic white, and I've literally cut it in half at 6 inches, so it's 6x12, and scored in half at 6 inches. And I have 2 layers. So I have one of Pool Party and then another of basic white. So the Pool Party is 5 3/4 and the basic white is 5 1/2, which can go inside. Because this feels a little thin at the moment to me, but by the time you've layered it up, it will be substantial. And I've done the same layers for the outside as well. So Pool Party again with at 5 3/4 and basic white at 5 1/2, but we're going to stamp on the white layer. So obviously, as I said, we're going to be using the sweet ice cream, but rather than use the ice cream to start with the punch, I'm just going to do the ice lollies. So in a bid to try and, I can see some comments coming through. In a bid to, hello, sorry, I can't see the comment for some reason. It's showing me there is one, but it's not showing me what it is. Let me just have a look. Let me just refresh the page. So to just save on blocks, hi Louise. To save on blocks, I've just taken my eye block and I've just put the top of the lolly on one end and the bottom of the lolly on the other side. So you can literally stamp, flip it around and stamp again. It just saves on the amount of blocks because I have a lot of them out tonight. So I'll just put the card blank and the layers to one side for now. And I want to do a mixture of colours. So I'm thinking, got the lolly stick. So the colours, excuse me, reaching, the colours I've pulled out to do the lolly sticks in, that I will stamp random, hopefully, is Granny Apple Green, Fresh Freesia, Pool Party, because that matches the matte layer, Polished Pink, and Daffodil Delight. So this is just going to be a really, I say, simple, simple-ish, well, simple for me to get me going anyway, to get me started. So I might do the base first. So I'm literally just going to stamp all over in random, and I'm literally doing, I'm not going to do double layered colours, I'm literally doing one colour per. So, and obviously it will dry a bit lighter, so I just need to clean off in between. Excellent. I'll just put that to one side for now. I am gonna, oh, do you know what? No, I won't. Let's just stamp a couple and then I can put the colour away once and for all. How are you, Louise? Like I said, this is completely random, so I am sort of making it up as I go along. And I apologise if my head gets in the way, but I can't see with the camera. And we'll do one here. Okay, now I'll clean it off and move on to the next colour. So like I say, this is completely random. I may not use all the colours, but I will definitely use Pool Party because that's the matte layer, so I'll do that one next to make sure I've got enough space for it. How are you, Louise? Have you been playing with your Sweet as a Peach bundle? Ooh, there's a cat hair on that. I wonder why. Gotcha. I'm hoping my four-legged friend will stay in her bed next to me tonight. So I've just got a couple of basic cards to show you, but then I've got one that's I've not done before and is a little bit more, I don't want to say challenging, but a little bit more involved, let's say. And one more in this colour. I'll do it slightly off the page. So like I say, this is currently available as a bundle and you get 10% off the bundle, but it's due to retire as a bundle at the end of this mini catalogue, so if it's still there, it's worth getting. Okay, let's add in some Fresh Freesia. This is one of our new in colours. It's definitely one of my favourites. Okay, let's do, like I say, just random stamping. And if you wanted to make it, I suppose, look a little bit more like sorbet, you could stamp off before, so you get a second generation ink. so the colours are a little bit lighter. So for any of those watching, I'm looking at doing a class. It was going to be the end of June, but I think given the time, it doesn't matter if they overlap, given the time between ordering and receiving and me getting the kits out, it may be a little bit tight, so it might be the first week of July to do a kits, our new kits collection, do a craft class with the kits collection, where you can choose whichever kit you like. It's not particular to one type, and then I'll show you how to make them. So this is Polished Pink, which is another of our new in colours. So I'll show you how to make the kits and show you how to extend your kits as well. Some alternative ideas. So there's some really beautiful kits out at the moment. There's 10 of them to choose from, and they're 2 different price points. I want to do one this way. There's 2 different price points, so the lowest price point is, or the lower of the 2 price points is £11.25, and that's for a non-stamping kit, and it's £18 for a kit that comes with a stamp set within it, as well as the block and ink spot. Some have 2 ink spots in. I think I'm going to do another one down here. Might just do the top, like so. Now, might just add a little bit of Daffodil Delight in as well. Excuse me whilst I wipe my nose. Hay fever. I don't normally get hay fever, but there's a first time for everything. So I'm just going to do the etch first off. Just to add in a little bit of colour. Okay, and then we'll just add in one in the middle. Just a top there. Okay. Uh-oh. Incoming. My 4-legged friend has come to say hello. Oh, Bella, no! No, 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 Bella! No, no, no. Bella, my love, you're going to have to move. As lovely as you are. Yes, I know. I know, you're so hot, I know. But you've got a bed. So, say bye-bye to all the lovely viewers. Come on, my baby girl. There we go, good girl. Pardon the intrusion, folks. There's always one. Always one. So, now we could add... Uh-oh. Bella! I'm working! Come on, off you trot now. Okay, we'll share the space, shall we? Okay. Don't put your tail in that ink. Do not do it. Come on, Bella. Come on, I know you're hot. Come on. You're gonna have to move. There we go. Good girl. There we go. Right. So I'm only going to partially ink up. Sorry about that. So I'm only going to partially ink up the lollipop stick. In crumb cake. Just so I can get... Actually, I want the inside bit, don't I? Let's get the inside bit. This tiny, tinsy, wincy little bit. Bella always has to make an appearance, certainly whilst it's hot. So I'm just going to do a little lollipop stick, like so. So I'm doing this in crumb cake. You can, like I said, to get second generation and things like that, you can stamp off to get it lighter, like so, and then it's really light. I'll be in the bad books now. She wants the bed back. I'll just move that out of the way before I end up stamping on it. So of course, if you wanted to, you could leave more space between the lollies, stamp less of them. Apologies if I'm missing comments. For some reason it's not pulling through. Bye little cat. Yeah. Not so little, Louise. She's been doing it all day. Okay. So of course, with the with these lollies, you can actually stamp them in the same colour to give the definition if you wanted to, but given that there's so many, I'm not going to do that just yet on this one anyway. Yeah, it's a sweet lollipop, Louise. Oh, you'll be playing this weekend. Well, it's set to rain, isn't it, this weekend, Louise, so you'll have plenty of time to play with your peaches, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to mat them now. So it's just a really simple stamping, and I'm going to stamp happy birthday. So I need some scrap of Whisper White, and this set has a great happy birthday sentiment just here, which is a lovely size. So I'm going to do it in, I think I'll do it in polished pink. Which one is the little smile one, Kit? I've got Notes of Cheer because it's butterflies and I love butterflies. I'm just going to stamp that there, give myself plenty of border. So what I could do is get a little bit of polished pink scrap. Oh, I have got some scrap. No, I haven't. Oh dear. Hate cutting into a whole sheet for a bit of scrap, but thinking I could stamp happy birthday with sprinkles on top, hope it's sweet. We could do hope it's sweet in white embossing on the polished pink and just tuck it underneath. So I'm just going to fussy cut this out. Should I fussy cut? I might actually just cut it. Now, what did I do with my trimmer? Everything's hiding from me. Oh, I'm in the bad books now with the cat. I'll just get my little trimmer out. So we'll cut this, make sure I've got a straight edge. I'll just put that to one side whilst we cut a tinsy-wincy, well, it's not tinsy-wincy, but we'll cut a little bit off the end of here. That'll do. Should do nicely. Now I've got some scrap. So let's have a look and we'll do some heat embossing. So I've got the white heat embossing powder, which my Velcro has stopped working, which is just marvellous. Okay, so a bit of Versamark and anti-static. And Versamark. So we will do Hope It's Sweet. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. So just to make sure I've got it straight. Excellent. Just tap off the excess. Make sure I've got it all covered, yeah. And so before I do heat embossing, just going to put the lid back on. Okay. Hope this isn't too loud for you. Just warm the heat gun up. Just like magic. Clear off that. Okay, so we can just tuck that under there. So I might just do it to one side. So we will cut that like so, and just a little bit at the end. So with a little bit of liquid glue, I'm just going to attach this heat just bungs up the glue. Make sure it's straight. Okay. So just a simple card. I think I need to unclog my or it could well be empty, to be fair. It has been a while since I've had it open. There we go. Still plenty in there. Never fear. So again, this is the white is 5.5 and the pool party is 5 3/4. So I'll just smooth that down. Okay, get my card blank. So I've got the same layers for the inside, so I will stamp something for the inside. So it's a really simple card. Just take some ink and some stamping. Might add a little bit of ribbon. Sorry, I'm thinking. Dangerous for me, I know. So I think maybe some fresh freesia. Got some fresh freesia ribbon. I mean, I could use the polished pink, but it might be a bit too much pink. I'll do something like that. Probably won't be able to recreate that now. With a little bit of tear and tape, double-sided tape, whatever you like to call it. I'm just going to stick this down. So if that's going to be there, and we'll put it there. Just a tinsy wincy bit more. Okay. Just burnish it down so I'm able to pick it up. Up and we'll get honestly this heat Does not want the glue to stick. I got it. Oh, that was a fight. Okay, anyway, stick that back down. Okay, so then that can go on dimensionals. I do love my dimensionals, so yes, I use quite a few. Don't want a saggy middle. Pretty certain I say that every week. Okay, here we go. And then just trim the ends. Okay, and then we'll stick this to the outside. Don't know about you, but there's far too much football on the telly at the moment. Thank goodness for Netflix. What do you think? Some embellishment? Let's have a look at what jewels we've got. I've got a whole tub. I think maybe artistry blooms. Artistry bloom sequins, they'll go well. Got a sulking cat in the corner. One there, and oh, that looks amazing on the pink. Do that one there, and we'll pick as it's a 6x6. Do it there. All of 3. There. Okay, so let's do the inside. So I think, I mean, there's some good sentiments in here for treat yourself. You're so cool. With sprinkles on top. Where did it? There it is. So I think I'm going to do fresh freesia on the inside, just because I can. Why not? I'm going to line it right up to the edge, if not slightly over. I might say slightly over, just because I can't see it. We'll do a little trio. So we've got a fresh freesia. I'll put that ink away. Daffodil Delight. What do you think? A nice lemon lollipop. top. And then I think maybe a polished pink. Again, put this ink away before I put my fingers in it. You want polished pink or maybe granny apple green? Oh yeah, maybe a nice apple one. Got cat hair everywhere now. I wonder why. And then I wonder why I end up, I'll do this one a bit lower. I wonder why I end up with cat hair everywhere. If it's not the backings off dimensionals, it's cat hair. There. And then we'll just stamp the lollipop sticks. If I can find the stamp, what did I do with it? I'll put it away, didn't I? Honestly, if I had brains, I'd be lethal. So we'll do this in crumb cake. Full strength. And then in polished pink we'll do Treat Yourself. Just clean that off. I'll just do just there. Of course, I know, I should stop, but I can't. I will, I promise, but just wouldn't be right without a little bit of confetti sprinkles. So we'll do some stamped off polished pink. And then we'll do some full strength pool party. Okay, now I'll stop. Put the sprinkles away. Okay, so then we'll just get my glue to work. There is a bit left in there. And squeeze out every last drop. And again, pool party base. It's just nice and summery. Get it evened up. So I created my 6x6 card blank using 12x12 basic white, and that's really why I'm adding the extra layer, just because it makes it a little bit sturdier, because I didn't use thick cardstock. There you go, first card done. So there's the outside and a little bit of the inside. I hope you like that one. And we'll put that to one side. Okay, let me just clear the decks very quickly. So the next one is, I think, even quicker, and is mainly, so it's Blackberry Bliss, and I thought that I would punch the cone, obviously using that because it's just absolutely perfect for that, because it just looks like a waffle. And what I have done, so I've got a standard Blackberry Bliss card base, and I have embossed a layer of basic white with the painted texture embossing folder, which I just absolutely love. And I thought that I will just punch out some, and obviously I've got a layer for the inside as well. I thought I would punch out some of the ice creams, but I think I might, and to layer it up, so I thought I would punch the ice cream out of rainbow glimmer paper. I love this stuff. I don't know if you can see that, the sheen on that, but I just absolutely love rainbow glimmer paper. It is so shiny. And the great thing is, because it's encapsulated within the cardstock, it doesn't come off. So I'll pick some colours from this, and we will go along and punch 2 or 3. You let me know, those of you that are on, which colours do you want the blues and greens? Do you want the pinks, yellows, pinks and oranges? Let me know. And I'm going to punch a cone. I might just do that again. I was a bit too close to the edge there. That's better. So we'll do a cone, but I think I might just put a little bit of coloured cardstock behind. And I'm thinking maybe, as we've got Blackberry Bliss, a bit of Bermuda Bay, oh, a bit of Granny Apple Green, that'll go nicely. Just behind there to then stack the ice cream up. Ooh, 3 scoop ice cream. That'd be nice. Half pink, half purple. What's the size of the card? It's the normal A6. Half pink, half purple, cool colours, blues and greens. Well, maybe we can do a bit of both. But I'm thinking, yeah, maybe a bit of Granny Apple. Put behind, and then, or a bit of mango maybe. So I'm going to cut a strip off about, I think I'll do about 1.5 inches. I love rainbow glimmer paper, absolutely love. And oh, and hello Alison. I just love this glimmer paper. It's just amazing. Okay, so let's do a green. Like that in the middle. And then I'll punch a load out and then we can go from there. Had a busy week at the shop, Alison. Or having a busy week at the shop. I'm just going to punch all of these because I'll make more than one card. I might even use some on my next one. and I need about, well, I need quite a lot, maybe 6, maybe more. There. Ooh. Amazing. Let me just move this rubbish out of the way. Okay. Oh, I love that one. Okay. Can maybe do so I'll put some of this up on dimensionals, but I think I want to just put a half circle. Oh, so I've got 4 there that I can use on my next one, which is perfect. So I think maybe I need to clear some space. I don't know how I do it. I was so organised beforehand and now I've got no space. Anyway, I bring my little mini machine in. And I want my circles. So what colour? I think I might go, yeah, I think maybe a bit of granny apple green behind those. Just to give a little bit of added interest. Let me get a scrap. Right, that's too small. Oh, that should be about right. Okay. Either that or maybe vellum. Oh, if I can pick it up. God, anybody would think I've been drinking. Okay, we'll do both. Let's have a look. I'll just cut this to the right side. I want my big scissors. My very technical way of measuring. We'll do the granny apple green first. Okay. Or vellum. I can't believe it's Tuesday already, although I'm very, very glad it's Tuesday already. because it means that it's Wednesday tomorrow, which means that it's hump day tomorrow. Come on. Wish my life away. I'm hoping for the weekend. Right, it's not going to go through. Let me do it on here. Mind of its own, this thing. Okay. What do you prefer, vellum or the granny apple green? I really have to organise my dies. Got a few that I haven't put onto magnetic sheets yet. Get to see the new mini catalogue next week. I cannot wait. Oh, there's not much glue left in that. What do we think? I think I quite like the green, to be honest. It's nice, bright, cheerful. Okay, I'm going to go with that. That vellum for another day. So I'm going to stick this down first because I don't want to stick the whole thing down. And I'll just trim the excess. So I'm going to use a combination of glue dots and mini dimensionals. Mini and glue dots. This feels like a never-ending reel of glue dots. Do you find that? It seems to take me ages to finish. Stick the cone down. I think I'll do it like that. And then this one can go on flat. And then we'll do blue dot at the bottom. And I really must get around to making a mini mouse card with this. My niece would absolutely love that. Okay, 3 scoop ice cream. a little bit of Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Only seems fair. I love this ribbon. I'll just wrap it around. I'm just going to tighten a knot rather than a bow. She says, hopefully. Don't know, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Trim that off in a minute. Let me just get this down. And then I need a sentiment. Make sure it's even. Any dimensional backings all over the place. Not long now until you get your kitten, is it, Alison? So exciting. So jealous. So I will just put a little mini glue dot underneath just to anchor that down to where I want it to be. So, sentiment-wise, what are we thinking? White on black. Ooh, white on Blackberry Bliss. Is that too much Blackberry Bliss? I'll just move this out of the way. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I think maybe I need to do the inside. So for this I am going to stamp, I think maybe a bit of Melon Mambo. Bring in the pinks. Cat hair because Bella's already tried to join in tonight. Twice. I'll do it this side. And we'll do a little. Ooh, sprinkles. Before I get too carried away. Awesome. So my next card is going to be a little bit more tricky. I've practiced it and practiced it, but it may still go wrong. So I think I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday in the centre of this, and I think I'll stamp it in a Blackberry Bliss. This may need re-inking. And then I think for the sentiment, I've got some scrap white here, which I will do. So the choices are treat yourself, you're so cool, with sprinkles on top, hope it's sweet. Maybe do the treat yourself again, as it's a birthday card. Okay. So first things first, let's get this stuck. Oh, we need to get rid of the clogged glue. I know, Louise, I love the Blackberry Bliss ribbon. And it's purple, so I'm bound to love it, but it is just pretty. So just lining it up with an even border, and then we'll I'll just do a bit of fussy cutting actually. Oh, went a bit wide there. Again, it's easier to move the card than it is to move the scissors, so it allows you to turn the corners much easier. And I find it's much easier with the less cardstock I have. It allows you to manoeuvre it a little bit easier. Okay, and we can just put some mini dimensionals on the back of that. And I think it would be rude not to add some lovely embellishments. The rule of three. Okay, and that is the second card done. So a little bit of painted texture embossing with the happy birthday on the inside. Okay, so now I really do need to clear the decks for this third card. Bear with me 2 seconds whilst I do that. Never have enough room on this desk. So we will be needing the ice cream stamps at some point, as well as the punch. But in the meantime, let me put my lid back on my glue in the hopes that I can get a bit more out of it. Okay, so for this card, I'm going to do a bit of a fun fold card, which is quite, well, it's not, well, it is a little bit tricky. Don't ask me why I've decided to do it tonight, I just have. So as you can see, there's quite a bit going on here. And I've already pre-cut most of it. Well, I've pre-cut all of it, apart from one little bit I need. So this is to create a corner, no, it's not a corner, a twist and pop card, it's called. So this is the mechanism. So to create it, I have cut a piece of Bermuda Bay that's 12 by 12, and I've cut it in half at 6 inches to create, and I'm going to score it now at 6 inches to create a 6 by 6 card blank. So we'll fold and burnish that. So to create the inside, I've got a little bit of a prototype, but it is very plain. I haven't put anything in it. So essentially it's this, which is the 6 by 6, and when you open it, in theory, hopefully, fingers crossed, I know, 3 cards, it twists out. So in theory, this is a little bit smaller than the 6 by 6. So it's a 10-fold card, and you open it up, and as you open it up, it twists to open. So that's what we're going to be making. And I will do a template, and I will put it on my blog for anybody that wants to see it, use it. So what you do is cut this. So you cut your card blank, and then to create this is the mechanism. So to create the mechanism, you cut at, let me just double check my measurements. So you cut at 8 inches by 3.5 inches. So I'll just put that to one side for now. So this is 8 inches by 3.5. And then you score it on the short side at 1 3/4. And on the long side, mark it at 2 1/4 and 5 3/4, and then turn it around and do it the same. And then you are scoring from point to point and point to point to create this X shape. So, and then when you fold and burnish them, and I would recommend that you fold them both ways to really break down the fibres of the cardstock. So when you then fold it, you are pushing in that middle score line to create that triangle, like so. And then, which will be stuck to the inside of your card. And then for the bit that pops out, this is simply a piece of 11 inch, and obviously it's up to you what colour you do. It's 11 inches by 3 3/4, so 11 by 3 3/4, and it is scored at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. And it is a valley fold, so it goes down, then a mountain, and then a valley. So I will show you, and what I've done is I'll show you how to put it together. So what I've done is I've also cut some, so because this is 6 by 6, I have cut 5 3/4 for DSP. So I've cut 2 of the same, which, so I'm thinking I might use the stripe on the outside. Or I might do stripe on the inside with ice creams, and then hundreds and thousands on the outside. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. And of course it's square, so you can do it that way. Obviously that's, and it is a 10-fold, remember, so it will end up looking that way. So do be mindful of which way, if you've got directional DSP like this, be mindful that you put it on the bottom or top, but make sure it's that way, because if you open it and it's that way, I mean, it won't look awful, but it won't look right either. So, and then I'm going to use the confetti for the outside, and then decorate with an idea of a bowl of ice cream that I've got in my head that may or may not turn out. And then to decorate the panels, you want some DSP, which I have cut. I've cut 2 designs, and they are So you need 4 pieces, and they are 3.5 by 2.5. So, fingers crossed. Let's put it together. Hopefully I'll get it right. I've practiced and practiced and practiced, but it didn't always come out right. So let me start by putting, because I want to put these in before I stick the mechanism in, because the mechanism is going to go there. So I want to stick these in first. I know, Louise, get me 3 cards. But I knew 2 of them were going to be easy. So I'm going to stick this with the stripes going, I'll do it across. Why not? So, obviously you want to make sure you've got an even border all the way around. And I've done it also because I've got the DSP that I really need to use up, because I have loads of it. And I don't know about anybody else watching that's ordered. It may look like I've put a lot of glue on, but there really isn't that much coming out. I've ordered another set of snail mail designer series paper, which I do love. And it arrived today for me to find that I've already got 4 packs of it. And now I've got 5 packs of it. So I'm not going to run out anytime soon. So I will do the front. I'll stick this onto the front whilst we're at it, whilst it's flat. So obviously this does fold flat, but it is a little bit bulky. So obviously just be mindful if you are posting it, that you need to either really like the person or hand deliver it. So, right, so that's the basics stuck in. Now for the hard part. So, with this, we are going to glue this. So you want to line this up and get it as in the centre as you possibly can. I am just going to burnish this a little bit more, because then that will stick there and that will stick there. I am tempted, however, whilst I'm talking, to actually decorate my panel and stick it to that before I stick it in the card. So I'm going to do that, that and that. I know, it seems so wrong to cover up some of this paper. So I'll stick this in, and I do love that waffle cone. So you will see I've got an extra score line there, but that was because I'd used it for something else and decided rather than waste the cardstock. So because I've done quite a lot of the prep work, obviously this bit is quite quick. I think once you've got the hang of the actual mechanism and have to stick it down, which, believe me, ask me how I know, it's actually quite straightforward, and it was a bit of an accomplishment when I actually managed to get it right, because I kept sticking it around the wrong way, which doesn't help. But actually, and that is the point, so I kept sticking it in that way, which is wrong, and so every time I tried to open it, it didn't work. So sometimes it is easier, and particularly if you're going to put panels on, it is easier actually if you stick them on first before you stick it to the mechanism. So with the mechanism, when it's open, what you want to do for the glue is you're going to add, whichever way you do it, it doesn't matter, but you're going to do opposite corners. So if you do the top left, you do the bottom right. If you do the top right, you do the bottom left. Either way, it needs to be in opposite corners. So fingers crossed this works. No pressure. We'll add it to the blooper reel if it doesn't. Let me just burnish these, just to make sure they're 100% scored. Okay, so I think for me, if I'm going to do, we do that one. So it's up to you. You can use tear and tape, double-sided tape, whatever, or you can use a bit of glue. But whatever you do, do not go below, in fact I might use tear and tape, just so it doesn't lift. Do not go below the score line. So I'm going to stick this here, and then this will go in the opposite corner here. Now I've watched tutorial after tutorial after tutorial on how to do this, so let's see if I actually paid attention, shall we? So you can fold it up. Okay. Oh. So what you want to try and do, what I'm backing around at, is, so you've got this lined up with the edge of the triangle, but also so you've got an even border either side. So roughly there. Ah, done it now. So that's one side, and then what you want to do is then you're going to flip it, and with it tucked in under there, we are going to remove this bit of tape, if I can get into it. Who said having nails was a good idea? Okay, so you've got it tucked there, and now just make sure that anything hanging over you can just roll back in, and so it should just lay flat. Okay, proof is in the pudding, as they say. So when you hold it, you then pull it and it opens. So you then get that twisty turny. So when it's in the card and it's open, the card is opened up, it will go like so. Not bad, eh? Can't tell you how relieved I am that it actually worked. So anyway, so let's try and get this as in the middle as possible. For this I am going to use glue, and it's just on the triangle. So, and then I'm going to close it down. I was hoping I put it in the right way around first. Yeah, that was close. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the same with this triangle. And again, it's going to be a bit bulky, but not too bad. But once you get your topper and stuff like that on, and I say give it a good press, make sure that the glue sticks. And again, okay, should we test it? See what happens? Fingers crossed. Okay, so when you open it, and then it goes ta-ding, and then you close it, and you might want to do it a few times just to make sure it doesn't catch. Oh, thank God it worked. I might just add a little bit more glue to that top corner. Excellent. I'm very relieved. So, and of course, for the inside, I'm going to use the same stamp set, although I am going to use the strawberry stamp set in this one as well, because it would be rude not to. Strawberries and ice cream. So you could put just for you, because I want to make another birthday card. I mean, it doesn't have to be a birthday card, but I feel after all this effort it should be a birthday card. So you could do happy birthday and have it so it's in the middle, but you don't, you know, you could put ice cream. I mean, obviously you want to stick it flat whatever you do, because you don't want, you want it to be able to close. Anyway, let's do the front. So I've cut a circle from Cinnamon Cider, and just very quickly, let me just have a look to see if this will suffice my needs. Yeah, it will. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this circle in half. So this was the largest of the layering circles at 3 inches. And, oh lordy, Mabel's arrived now. Hi Mabel! So I'm going to cut it in half at like 1.5 inches. So this is going to be my bowl of ice cream. Oh, I can't pick anything up. I apologise if you can hear noisy boots in the background. We'll see how long it takes before. Hello Mabel. So you see that creates like a little ice cream dish. Hey Mabel. Oh, sharpening the claws on my chair. She's got no dignity, my cat, none whatsoever. Neither of them. So we'll stick this down flat. So that was just the cone from the, yes it is Cinnamon Cider. So I thought it made quite a good bowl. And then we're going to layer up our ice cream, because it would be rude not to have all this lovely ice creaminess. And obviously we need some more from this beautiful glimmer paper. Yes, hello Mabel. So again, here's what 1.5 inches I cut it to last time. I love rainbow glimmer paper. This is another one that I have packs and packs of. But then it's just so nice that I don't ever want to use it. So we'll do the same thing again. I don't need all of them, to be fair. I feel like I need to represent all the colours, but we can always use some inside as well. And I did say that we're going to use the strawberries. Okay. So, we'll do, let me just lay it out. So we'll do that one, we'll do that one, do that there. Bit of that there, that there. Ooh, a nice big bowl of ice cream. Okay, and then, well, I've only got one left, look. Oh no, two. We can use those on the inside. So for the strawberries, go have some straws. I'm going to use scraps. Poppy Parade. And I need my punch. And of course the ideal thing is I have my template. So this is the front. She says. Yeah. It's not that difficult to work out. I'm just having a blonde moment. Poppy Parade. So Poppy Parade, maybe with a little bit of, because that's come out quite dark. A little bit of real red for the pips. Okay. Don't need that anymore. And Granny Apple Green for, excuse me, reaching across. So, and obviously, I mean, this stamp set is great with the, it's got the infill as well as the outline. I'll just do that again. Okay. Don't necessarily need the outline, but okay, let's move these to one side. Okay, so now I can punch it. Let me just trim the bottom off ever so slightly. Get it lined up. Okay. Oh, I don't know where my other is. Okay. So I've got the strawberry. Okay. So let's stick these together first. Bit of glue. Yeah, it's cinnamon sided because I thought maybe, there we go, I was going to use some of the wood grain, I've got ink everywhere, look at me, the ink, the wood grain from the In Good Taste, put my teeth in, but I don't know, it just, yes, I'm changing it up. It just, I don't know, just didn't work for me. I just didn't think it looked right. So I might just use a glue dot to secure these. Do one. So we'll do one there. And one there. And then we'll do one there. One there. So then if you want to, you can add dimensionals to the back. I just love glue dots. So there's method in my madness, so then I want to do this last one. I'll do one on each side as well. If you can hear the birds singing outside my window. So we'll put that at a slight angle, and then my straw. So yes, it's very glue dot heavy, but how cute. What do you think? You like? I've had this in my head about a bowl of ice cream for I don't know how long. Yeah, I think I would put it on dimensionals, but this is quite a bulky card as it is. So I'm thinking I might just glue it all down flat. But at least with the glue dots it allows you to arrange everything the way you want to. So I'm going to put this in the middle, like so. Might do a couple of strawberries and put them at the bottom here. But this time I think what I'll do is I'll stamp off the Poppy Parade. And then stamp in full. And then have I got another bit? Need some more. Of course, if you've got the berry blessings, then you could, just gonna move that onto there. If you've got the berry blessings, then you could just use the punch with the cardstock, because there's one in there that's red with yellow pips on it. Looks so real. And we'll do a bit Granny Apple Green. To be fair, I think I'll only need the one topper. Okay. Oh, trying to punch that with the ice cream one. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, no, let's trim the bottom off. Okay. So, glue dot. Maybe this card will actually get me to finish my pack of glue dots at this rate. Okay, so then just going to stick those like that. Nearly finished, I promise. Okay. So just a sentiment then. So we could do happy birthday, you sweet thing. What did I just do with my... It's on the floor. My scrap. So I think we'll do happy birthday, you sweet thing. Let me trim this off. I think it's only right to do it in Bermuda Bay. Ooh, I haven't used this for a while. Just remind me where I put that, because you can guarantee I'm going to forget. Okay, and then I'm going to do the treat yourself for the inside. I'll do that up here. Okay. So I'm just trimming at an angle with scissors. Don't worry, I will keep the scraps. Just keep that simple for the inside, because I do want to add... Ooh, there's a furry cat rubbing around my legs. Hello, Mabes. Yes. Say hello to everyone. Just going to trim that off ever so slightly. Okay. And let's stick that down. Okay, and then, woo, it works, yay! So we'll stick that in there. Or I might actually put it there. No, I'll stick it there. Because I think I might need to just put... That's the other thing to think about is a white panel. So let's just very quickly, I promise I'm nearly done. Let's get my ruler and let's have a look and see. So maybe 3.5 by, yeah, maybe 3.5 by 2.5. So actually the same size as this. Three and a half inches, that is. Now, if I could just find my paper trimmer. There it is. That'll do. So 3.5 by, and then that gives somewhere for people to write. That gives somewhere for people to just write their greeting. Like so, and then we've got some, got some ice creams left over. So it only seems right that we punch a cone or two. From this great waffle. Oh, didn't do a very good job of that, did I? From this great waffle paper. There we go, we've got a 1 scoop ice cream for each of them. I mean, to be fair, we could just, I'm going to put it there. I'll put one there. Almost lost it then. Almost. And one there. There. What do you think? So they're all stuck in. What did I do with the... It'll make sense to me soon, I promise. I'm going to use a bit of Pool Party and just add some... Oh, this might be really debate, but that's a bit dark anyway for what I want. And I'm losing everything, literally. Here we go. So we're just going to put a little bit of dottage. I'll clean that off in a second. Just going to put a little bit of the dottage just around. Doesn't matter that I'm going onto the DSP because that's got it on anyway. Okay, just adds a little bit of interest. Okay, now I'm done. Let me clear the decks. So that's 3 cards made tonight. Thank goodness for bins. I could just sweep it all off. Okay. So, what do you think to that? There's the final result. Okay, so we've made 3 cards tonight. So we started by doing this one, which is a bit bright and summery, with just the lollipops. And then we moved to this one, which again was simple, just stepped up a little bit with the embossing folder and a little bit of ribbon. Obviously the beautiful Artistry Blooms sequins with the inside, and then obviously the one that I've just made, which is this fabulous fun fold. And you open it up and there you have it. Please do let me know what you think. All very different, but amazing what you can make really from the same stamp set. What do you think of that? Have you got a favourite? Oh, thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. I feel like I need a spoon for that. I need some silver. I need to cut a spoon out. I used to have a set with a spoon in, but I don't think I've got it anymore. I'll have to make one. But yeah, so 3 very different ones, and obviously using my favourite glimmer paper. So I'm glad you like them. Middle one, oh really? That's nice. I do, and I love that embossing folder. That painted texture embossing folder is just amazing. So obviously this one took a little bit, it normally would take a little bit longer, but yeah, it's nice for a change to do a fun fold. I don't normally do a fun fold on a live, so it was just, yeah, it's just something a little bit different. So I'm glad you liked them. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a definite must-have, Louise, that embossing folder. So let's turn you around so I can say good night. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll get you straight. I look a bit drunk. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I really had fun making these, and for once I practiced before I came on. But yeah, so hope to be back on Monday next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to play with yet. Haven't really thought about it. I'll have a look through, see what I've got, and take it from there. Unless there's any requests, if I've got it, I'll try and accommodate. Oh, thank you, Louise. I really appreciate your company and your support. It's very much appreciated. So I'll say good night, and thanks again for joining me, and I'm glad you like the cards. Until next week, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.